Hello. Welcome to my channel. My name is Catherine. It is wonderful to see you. Can you guys all see me and hear me okay? If you can just confirm in the chat, just so I know that everything is coming through all right. Because I know that there's a little bit of a delay, but... Oh, thank you. It's so good to have you guys here. All right, so just to introduce myself, Catherine. I apparently have my other phone on. Sorry about that. So, okay, my name is Catherine. I am a psychic medium. I am going to be doing some live readings for you guys. I want to look into the current energy of things that are going on at the moment, just worldwide. We're not going to get into politics or anything like that. But I know that there's a lot of energies right now. And, you know, we just want to talk about ways that maybe we can work with our own energies just to help balance ourselves, just to get ourselves to a place that we're feeling good enough to keep going through. It's like a day-by-day process. And I know that it's really difficult right now. I know there's all kinds of things that are going on. And yeah, so I'd really like to talk about that. I want to thank everybody for coming in. Hello. It's so good to see you guys. Hi, Brandon. Hi, Catherine. Hi, Judy. Is anybody really struggling right now with the things that are going on? Like just basically your own energies? Are you in a place where you know, you're just feeling really weighed down? Because we can talk about some of those little bit of techniques that we can, you know, work with ourselves. There we go. Okay. Okay. So like Catherine said, yeah. It's like walking through muck. So, okay. So one of the things that we can do, has anyone ever heard of the bubble method? Because this is a really good technique to just sort of, especially if you're in public, or, you know, you just know that you're going to be perhaps even with people whose energies are going to be sort of clashing with yours, maybe even bouncing off of yours a little bit. And for people, because there are people, I mean, we like to call them, I guess, energy vampires, but they're really just people that like to take a lot of our energy. They may not even consciously know about that. So, and yeah, and like today, you know, I believe that there's a lot of, I think it's a retrograde or moons in something. I'm honestly, I'm not an astrologer, so I really don't know an awful lot of those, but so one of the things that we like to do, or I like to do, and I actually learned this method a long time ago. It's called the bubble method. So basically, and I don't know if you guys want to do it with me, I'm going to be doing it. So, but it's definitely something to try, is basically you take your hands, okay, and you just clap. And as you're clapping, you imagine that you're forming like an energy ball, all right? And you just kind of keep clapping and keep forming that energy ball further and further away. And what you're eventually doing is you're expanding this energy. And this is going to be your own energy. It's going to be what it is that you are truly inside. Okay, it's not going to be the external energy that you're giving out. This is going to be like a life force energy of yourself. So whether it's within your heart chakra, whether this is within your core of who you truly are, you're going to be imagining this going into the bubble. So we're going to try to imagine things. Something is always retrograde somewhere. yeah, and it will work absolutely anytime. But basically, you're putting the energy of what it is that you want for yourself in there. Okay, so your own energy, your own happiness. And, you know, it's basically finding that place where you are happy, you know, whether this is a memory, a positive memory, obviously, or, you know, something along that line. You're basically putting that into the bubble and you're expanding this. Now, what we want to do is we want to get to a place where this bubble is big enough where we can kind of turn it and encase our head, all the way to our souls. All right. And imagine that bubble is expanding out again from your heart energy. And you will feel this as you're walking through. Try it the next time you're perhaps in a shopping mall, or the next time, again, you know, thanks, our Canadian Thanksgiving is coming up. So I know that there's going to be a lot of people with family. Maybe that's not going to be the most pleasant experience for some. Maybe you can't wait. Who knows? But it really does help. It really does expand this out. It truly makes it difficult to type in this very moment. Oh, and Dionysus, hi, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you for coming on. Yeah, it's a very simple method. It's a very easy method. And, you know, once you get used to it, okay, it's almost, it will become a natural thing. A lot of people ask me, you know, throughout the years, one of the things that people have said to me is, if you're with people, are you automatically tapping into them? Are you automatically feeling their energy? Do I have to watch my thoughts? You know, are you going to know all of my secrets? No. No, it doesn't work like that. If something is supposed to come through that I'm supposed to pick up, I'll probably feel it, or I probably will pick it up, but it's going to be a very strong or a solid energy. But because I learned this method, like this bubble method that I taught myself years ago, you know, it automatically becomes a part of me when I'm out, or when I'm around people that I don't want to have to experience what it is, you know, whether it's their energy, their negativity, whether something just within them that it, you know, it's not a part of me. I don't want to be picking up on, you know, their shadows. Probably the best way to say it, right? I don't want that energy. And a lot of people talk about this, especially if you're empathic in any way. And here's the thing, we're all empathic, right? It's just some of us are going to have a higher vibration to pick up some of other people's energy than the next person is going to be, right? We all vary within that field of being empathic. It's just basically intuition. So if you find yourself that you're one of those people, then what we want to do is, you know, this will eventually just become a part of you. It will become a part of you where you're just automatically expanding this out. And again, right now, this is a very good time to start, you know, putting this in practice, because you know what, 2020 isn't over and we still have 2021 to deal with, and we don't know, you know, what's around the corner. So I'm just going to read some of the comments. Hi Krista, hi Jessica, it's good to see you guys. Oh, thank you. Thanks Jessica, I appreciate it. Yeah, so another actual method to use is, especially when you're dealing with people that are in a truly negative place, okay? And we don't want that, have that energy, and we've all encountered those. These are the people that, you know, you say something positive and they're coming back at you with something that is completely negative, or something that is, you know, just, you know, things that you're trying to stay in a positive mind frame, or you're trying to just dismiss things that aren't belonging to you. And some people don't like this method because, you know, they say, well, you know, it's about love and light, and we're supposed to be giving off positive energy. But let's face it, we all have those people that are just not going to be positive no matter how hard we try. And there's going to be those people that no matter what energy we're putting off, or what energy it is that we're trying, they're going to keep coming back at us. So another method, hi Lucas, good to see you. Thank you so much for joining. So another method that we can use is the mirror method. And it literally is imagining a mirror that's in front of you. Now, this mirror is obviously going to be reflecting to the person who's talking to you, or the person whose energy it is that you're trying to avoid. So what you're basically doing is what they're giving to you, you're transmuting and giving back to them. Now, it's not particularly that you're giving them back their own negative energy. You are putting a bit of, you know, positive light within that. It's up to them whether they choose to receive it, or whether they choose to bounce it off of them. So that's not, you know, it's not within your responsibility what they do with that energy, but it's basically just imagining this mirror. So as they're speaking, and you're feeling those negative vibrations, just put up, like I said, like a mirror, and imagine yourself just putting out some of your heart energy. Now, what you're doing is you're not taking from your own energy in doing this, because basically, again, they can take that energy however they want to take it. If it transmutes what it is that they're feeling and how they're coming back at you, great. If they're not, and they keep trying, eventually that mirror method is going to reflect their own negative vibrations, and they may just recognize it within themselves, because they're going to be not feeling in the most positive light, but they're also going to recognize this within their own essence. It's not going to reflect back on you. It's not going to be, I was talking to Catherine and she made me feel like this. No, it's not going to be like that. It's going to be, as I was talking to Catherine, I just felt like I wasn't feeling good within myself. And some people, it will really make them start to think, what am I projecting? What energy am I giving off? So these are just two really, very, very simple methods, especially, like I said, with everything that's going on right now. The next couple of days, there's going to be a really strong energy field that's coming in here. And like Brandon said, there's always a retrograde or some crap that we're dealing with, right? So, this is going to be good, especially going forward. And, we still have some holidays to deal with. Some places are going back into lockdown. We want to try to avoid what we can at this moment. So, I'd really like to do some readings for anyone that has some questions. I'd love to look into the energy of things that, may be just important to you, whatever they are. So I actually wanted to introduce a new deck. Okay, I was so excited about that deck. And those who follow me on Instagram and Facebook, you may have already seen it, but I just got it. I actually pre-ordered this a few months ago. It's the Angel Wisdom Tarot. This is by Radley Valentine. It's a brand new deck that he brought out. I love his cards because I love all of my cards. I'm not going to lie, because I'm kind of a card hoarder, but if you want to call it that. So but I would like to use these for the first time with you guys today. So I haven't used them yet. I mean, I've obviously pulled out a few cards. I've taken a look at them, but I have not done readings with them yet. And I'm really excited to use them. And so I would love to see what we can get. Okay. Krista, I can take a look into that. Krista, can I just get her name and when it was that she passed away, please? Just her first name is all I need. And that's it. And an approximate time that she passed, like, year, month, that sort of thing. Aw, thanks, Brandon. It does. It feels so good in here. I love having you guys. I love doing these lives so far. So I just did one last week. This is my second one. I want to be able to do this all the time. There's going to be one day this month that I might not be able to go on camera with my face, right? And that might be the week after the 20th. So I think it's the 25th or something, but I'm going to see if I can work around it. I'm just going to play it by ear at that time. We'll see what's going on. Okay. Leola, Saturday, September this year. Okay. All right. Okay, so when I do mediumship readings, I really don't like to be cliche. And, you know, for anybody who's ever received a medium reading from me, or I've tapped into somebody that's passed over, if they've seen me do readings before, they know that what I like to receive is things that, you know, are going to be special or meaningful for that particular person. I really like to stay away from, you know, the typical mediumship readings. But Krista, I do have to say that one of the things that really came through immediately is she's on. Did she call you a particular name? Like I don't mean like Krista, but it almost feels like there was a maybe a nickname of some sort that she called you, because what I heard first of all, Chrissy, okay, because what I heard first of all was I miss you too, and then it was the name. It was the name. I missed you too. I missed you so much too. But it was, or oh sweetie, I missed you so much too. So that was the first thing that came through. She is with your grandfather, but what I'm actually also getting, can I ask you, Krista, if you was there an aunt or an uncle that had passed over? Because there feels like a child of some sort that was also on the other side with her. This could be a child of hers. It just feels like it doesn't need to be a child, like in a child. Oh, your uncle. Okay. Yeah, because there's a so what I'm getting is that there's more contact with your uncle than it is with your grandfather. And it's not because the two of them particularly don't want to be together. They're just kind of doing their own thing. They're together. I don't know how to explain this exactly, but we have to understand that when we pass over, we're of a different energy. So we're sort of omnipresent. You know, she could be with you, but she could also be, you know, with other members of your family as well. It's the same as she can be with your uncle, but she can also be with your grandfather. But also sometimes those energies, you know, they kind of want to do their own thing. It's kind of like people, you know, you don't want to be maybe with your spouse 24 hours out of the day, right? There's going to be some lesser contact with them. She is absolutely okay. Yes. And I hear something about she's like, it's like I'm 30 again. Like she's feeling good. She's feeling positive. She feels in a better, healthy state of mind, I guess is what it is. Like her body feels better. She feels more vibrant, more alive. Oh, okay, good. Krista, she loved her 30s. Okay, well, that makes a lot of sense then, because that's exactly what I heard. It's like I'm 30 again. So, like I said, I like to get through things that are, you know, not cliche, like things that are what I'm actually hearing from these people. So, yeah, because I feel that she was in a place where she was, you know, I don't want this to sound harsh in any way, but it sounded like, it feels like she was kind of just done. You know, she was in a place where she was ready. She was ready. She knew that, I am also getting to, there was a spiritual quality about her. Like she knew that going over, she wasn't particularly scared of it. She, you know, it was like, I know I'm going somewhere better, or I know that I'm going to be seeing people. There's that element behind there with that. Yeah, I think we all loved our 30s. Right? I'm gonna pretend here. Yeah, I love my 30s too. I wish. Very religious. Okay, yeah, because there was that element. Like I said, she wasn't scared. Like, I mean, we all have a little bit of fear, of course. How can we not? But she knew, like, she had that faith that there was more on the other side. So she was in a place where she felt, very. She was ready. She was ready. So yeah, that's pretty much that is coming through. She is okay. She's okay. Um, Yeah, thank you so much, Dionysus. I truly, truly appreciate it. Is there any other questions? I'd love to be able to answer them for you guys. Krista, I hope that helped. I hope that gave you some peace. You're so welcome, sweetie. You're so welcome. I actually, to be honest, I love tapping into people if I can. It can be, hard on when you're doing a lot of them at a time, but it's one of my fun things to do. I love being able to pass over messages sometimes. Right? Yeah, me too, Catherine. I'm not 60. I'm not close to that quite yet, but I totally get it. I don't know if I'd, look at my kids and I think, oh, I don't know if I want to be your age again, to be honest. Not unless I had the knowledge of everything that I already experienced in some way. Yeah, that would be about the only time I go back to. Yeah, I don't think that would be. I don't think that would be a place. I look at my son and, all the things that they have to. I'm not going to say that they have to deal with a lot, because it's not like we're living in 1900 where we had to take care of, 10 siblings and, deal with the plague and all of that stuff. Well, we're dealing with a plague, but not quite the same type of plague. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I would go back to being my kid. They've got it pretty easy now, but I don't think it would be something that I'd want to do. Yeah. So are there any other questions? Would anybody like me to look into anything? You guys are so quiet. Yeah, Manishka, of course you can. What would you like to know? Yeah, absolutely. I can take a look into that. We'll just see what is coming through, okay? So this is going to be for current feelings. Okay. All right. So currently in his present state, okay, it's actually an interesting energy that's coming through. I know that you're not receiving the contact right now. And it does talk about, we do have that Four of Cups coming through. Look at these cards. They're absolutely beautiful. I absolutely love them. I don't know if you guys can see them as clearly, but it does say failing to recognize a magical opportunity, missing the point, the distractions of daily life, discontentment or boredom, and lost in your own world. Wake up. So I do feel that a lot of this energy is coming over from what we had talked about even last week. And that was that he's in this place where he has his own things to deal with at this time. I do feel that he's going through some sort of personal inner either awakening. It's almost like he shut down in order to revitalize himself, but it is going to take a little while. When that Four of Cups comes in, this also could be talking about, this could be 4 days, 4 weeks. Okay. I do feel more about the 4 weeks, I believe, is what's coming through. It doesn't mean that it's going to be exactly that 4 weeks, but I do feel along that timeline. So right now he's just in this place. It's not that he's shutting you out. It's shutting that it's like he's in this place of he's not really accepting anything at this point. And again, it doesn't mean that you might not see him on social media or you might not see him out with family and friends. This is talking about his energy where he's going into himself at this time. Now, the other thing that is coming through here, so there is 2 energies that are coming through that are extremely positive, but again, they're not going to be immediately or at this time. So it does talk about children or child. So this is like the 6 of Cups that is coming through. This is like a soul connection of some sort. It's also past memories. It's somebody reliving things to some degree. So I do feel that he's playing on both parts of this. This could be past things that he is working through, or again, some sort of issues that he might be dealing with. These even could be stemming from childhood in some way, but they also could be memories of the 2 of you, okay? Which is why I feel like he's closing down. He may have things that he has to like reconcile with, okay? Especially if there was some sort of negative energy in some way between the 2 of you, if there was a fight, or if there was, where you had let him go, or if there was a breakup. But I do feel like he's coming into himself, like, how come I let this person go, or how come I allowed this to happen? It's just going through that energy. The other thing that is coming through is the 4 of Wands. So when this card comes through, but again, now we've got these 2 4s. We got that 4 of Cups, which I just put back into the deck, but the 4 of Cups, we've got the 4 of Wands. So this is really talking about, like I said, I think it's about 4 weeks is what I'm getting. And it could vary, it could be a little bit before, it could be after. But when that 4 of Wands comes through, I'll just read the card. It says, so much to celebrate. Send gratitude to the divine and the angels for the peace and prosperity coming to you. Peace and contentment in your personal life. So it really, the 4 of Wands, when that comes through for readers, it can sometimes be taken as the energy of like twin flames, soulmates, whatever you want to, like a soul connection of some sort. It's basically when we see it, we think of like marriage, being able to celebrate, coming back together, reconciliation, all of those things. And that 6 of Cups energy can also talk about reconciliation as well. So I do feel that reconciliation is on the horizon, but again, there is going to be, it's not going to be immediately. I do feel that there is going to be, it could be about a month, maybe a little bit more before that energy appears. So I truly hope that that's helped. I'm just going to read some of the comments. Okay. Yeah, Brandon, I can definitely do that for sure. Okay, so we're looking into for Judy. With your, okay, so Judy, I think we read for you once before. Is that correct? Is this the lady that has red hair, the lady that had passed over? Okay. Okay, perfect. Oh, you're so welcome, Anishka. I hope that helped. Okay. Okay, so the first thing I'm actually picking up from her, there's an awful lot of moving energy. No, I think you said something about shadows. No, okay, so it's something interesting with Judy, or the energy that I'm picking up is a lot of movement. It's like all over the place. She's active, like I don't know how to explain this. Like somebody who's really busy. Okay. You know, when you've got a lot of things piled up on your plate and you're like trying to go here and you're trying to go here and here and here and here, like somebody, you know, one place to the next, one place to the next, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I feel like a part of that is her personality in some way. It almost feels like it's like she's I don't know how to explain it. It's like a swirl of activity, right? Is what I'm getting from her. So I don't know if she was like that in real life, like the type of person that could multitask. I want to say a multitasker type of personality, or somebody that had high energy. So I see a lot of that going on. What I'm getting is that this is about comfort. And I'm hearing something about cleaning up. Okay, I don't know if that makes any sense to you, because maybe you're really just a really clean person. I don't know. But she's saying, like, I got to clean up, or I got to, you know, I'm just going to help out here. I'm just going to help out here. I'm just going to, you know, so there might not be actual physical things moving around, but I'm getting a lot of high energy in, like, she wants to help in some way, or maybe this was, you know, a part of her personality too. Like maybe she was the type that would come over and, you know, help you tidy or whatever it was. But that's what I'm getting from her. Like there's an energy of wanting to, it's almost like an energy of her reliving something, or a part of that personality of who she was coming through. This is definitely meant to comfort you. This is not meant to scare you in any way. And I'm not at the moment hearing any particular messages. Like I said, it just sounds or feels like something about the word clean, or doing something like organizing, putting things together. It just feels like this, like she wants to help in some way. So this also could have to do with if you're struggling with things within your life, or if you're going through some sort of issues in a way, you can ask her, you can talk to her. I feel like she does hear you. Okay, you might not be hearing her, but what I'm getting is that she is hearing you. So you can ask her of things. You can communicate in some way. Okay, and I feel like you will get a response of some sort, but I'm not getting any negative energy. I'm not getting anything on a anything that you should be worried about, or anything that you need to be scared about. I just feel like she's coming around because there's an energy of who she is being portrayed within and around you. I hope that makes sense to you. Did that help? Like, did that make, did you understand what I was saying? I hope it did. All right. So we're going to look into, I'm going through a lot with another friend gravely ill. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Mental debris. I also feel too, it's almost like, you know, when you're going through something and maybe a friend can't, you know, when you don't know the words to something, you know that your friend is struggling, but you don't know the words to say to them. You may not have the exact things to articulate to them. What I'm getting from her is it almost feels as though she's trying to help in some way. This could be with the mental debris, but I'm also getting like there's a sense about her that she wants to do what she can to help. But of course, she's not in actual physical form. So it may be coming through, like, you know, within the shadows and stuff like that. But it feels like she's there in a sense of comfort, like doing what she can, like that friend that would bring, you know, cookies over, or, you know, bring over meals, or that sort of thing. It's that type of energy. So I hope that's helped. Who are we going through next? Okay, Brandon, the dream teacher. Is there Oh, you're so welcome, Judy. I truly hope that that's helped. Yeah, I truly hope that that's helped. So that's was the exact energy that was coming through with her. And I just dropped a card. So give me 1 second. I'm going to disappear. Okay, I'm back. Brandon, is there anything in particular that you would like to know? Are we looking into anything, any particular subject or area? Okay. I thought maybe, but I didn't want to assume. Okay. All right. Just give me 1 second. It's like I'm already hearing messages, but they're not being 100% clear at this time. So I'm just, yeah. Okay. Okay, so it's funny because these actually confirm the energy of what I was picking up. So, Brandon, I hope this helps. Okay, so what I'm getting here is there is some frustration to some degree. I do feel that there is positive movement moving forward. Okay, we're actually getting here that 7 of Cups energy coming through. But it does feel like there might be more than maybe one thing that you're focusing in on. There could be several things, and it almost feels as though there is because we also have this 5 of Pentacles coming through. So I feel like there might be a disappointment within one. Maybe one's not moving quite fast enough. It could be even just the matter of lack of contact in some way, or a lack of somewhere moving forward. I'm feeling like a disappointment with perhaps somebody else. Like it almost feels like maybe you're waiting for a contact of some sort, or you're waiting for some sort of energy, to come through as a guide. It could be like you're waiting. It just feels like you're in a place of wait. Okay. In regards to something. And what I'm getting here is that with that 7 of Cups energy, it's almost like your head is, do I do this? Like, where do I concentrate? Where do I focus? Where do I put my energy towards? And it does feel a little bit of, frustration. So the energy that is coming through for that is that I do have that 8 of Cups energy. Okay. So basically it is saying to let go of the things that you don't need, the things that are of not a focus, because it does feel that there's a little bit of, it's like you might be focusing on something that doesn't need to be focusing on, and that can take up actually some time. So you really need to focus on the things that are truly going to be important at this moment and move forward. And what I'm getting here is that with this wise counsel, so we also have the Hierophant coming through. Okay. And I do feel that there needs to be, first of all, the first thing I'm actually getting here is that spiritual awareness, which is interesting because we obviously know you're very spiritually aware. But I do feel it's almost like asking spirit to put whatever project or whatever item that you need to focus in on, or whatever is going to be of the most positive learning experience for you at this time, the thing that is going to be the most beneficial for you to move forward ahead, to almost put it right in front of you. And whether you're going to notice this as it being brighter, or you have more concentration to where you know how spirit comes through for you. So it almost feels like you're I'm hearing we're trying to talk to you, but you're kind of blocking us a little bit in the extent that you're being like, you want to kind of focus in on what it is that you want to focus in on, but we're trying to show you. So I hope, does that make any sense to you, Brandon? Like, do you kind of get an idea of what it is that I'm talking about here? Because it's like, okay, okay, yeah, because it's like they're putting it in front of you, but you're like, no, I'm not going to look right now, or I'm going to go focus on this thing, or I'm going to go focus on something completely different at this moment. So this is what I'm getting. It's almost like it's like, you know, that meme that they have where it's like my guardian angels look like this. It's like, that's kind of what I'm seeing. Like they're really trying, because they're like, look at me. Here it is. Yeah, see, right? So, yeah. Uh, it's funny. So, because that's what I was like, you know. So I feel like you need to connect with spirit more, because they're really, really showing you, or they're trying to get your attention in some way towards what it is that you're supposed to be moving towards. Okay. What I'm also getting here is I do keep yeah. It's interesting, because I was like, I feel like things are turning around, and then I pulled this card out. Like things are turning around, things in a positive way, like things are going to be coming through. Things are going to be starting to move forward as soon as you start placing that focus upon where it is that you're supposed to be focusing on. So, you'll start seeing the difference. You'll start seeing that movement towards what it is, and things, the people that you need, the people that are supposed to be a part of this, the people, or even just whether, even if this is just within yourself, you'll start to really feel that, notice those vibrations are really changing towards how it's supposed to be. Right. Well, because that's exactly what it is. Yeah, you do. You have to surrender to spirit. And I mean, especially if that is like, there are certain cards that I'm the same way. There are certain cards that will come up and I'll be like, yeah. Right? Like, I know what this means. But whatever. And it's not even taking it out of the textbook, or the guide, or traditional tarot. It's just like, for you, that card might mean something in particular to you. And I have cards like that too. So if that wheel is basically what it was saying, because that's exactly how I feel. Surrender to spirit, follow the guidance of spirit, follow what it is that you're supposed to be heading towards. Okay. And I feel like spirit is saying to you, we're here, we're going to help, we're moving this along, this is coming true, this is happening, but start putting the attention where you're supposed to put it. All right. I hope that's helped. Brandon. I'm just going to put a reminder for everybody. For those that are asking for reading and stuff, make sure you subscribe. Okay. Because the more that are subscribed, the more it helps my channel actually show up, in the queue, clicking like, sharing, subscribing, all of that stuff. Thank you so much, Detta. Truly appreciate it. And it does help, people that are new YouTubers, or getting that content out. So, who is next? All right. Who are we looking into? I think it's Jessica that's next, right? And you're so welcome, Brandon. I'm glad that's helped. All right, where are we? Sorry. Okay. Okay. All right. So Jessica, your turn. All right. Let me take a look. And I'm glad you heard from him, by the way. That's awesome. Again, I just dropped a card. So, all right. I think as a reader, what I actually need are one of those little tables, you know, that you sit in the middle of, and then you have a whole table around you so that when you're shuffling and stuff, you don't have cards that are flying all over the place. Okay. That's pretty awesome, Jessica. That's all right. Okay. All right. So interesting energy that's coming through here. Okay. And again, I dropped a bunch of stuff. Okay. So what I'm receiving a bunch of energy. So you're going to have to excuse me as I talk fast, okay? Because I'm just going to go with what's absolutely coming through at the moment. So it's really interesting because we have 2 8s that are coming through here. We not only have the 8 of Swords, but we also have those 8 of Cups that are coming through. What I'm immediately getting here is that it is definitely, the other interesting card that's coming through is the release. Okay. So this is something that, you know, we've talked about before. And I do feel that this is the time to get away from some sort of mental conflict, whether this is within yourself. I really feel that he's working on this as well. I feel that this is something, it almost feels is that you're the one that's more bogged down with it than he actually is. It almost feels like he's just going about doing what he does, but you're on his mind. It feels like the energy is there. It's just that he's, I do feel that resistance coming through because it's almost like, you know, when you want to reach out to somebody, but you're not feeling like maybe they're in the best of moods, or maybe it's not the right time, or, you know, you're feeling something in regards to, you know, actually completely reaching out. It's just putting a little bit of a hold on something. It's just holding it back a little bit. And that's what I'm getting here is that release. So it feels as though you need to release that 8 of Swords energy. You need to let go. You need to let it completely walk away from you. So this is obviously the time, you know, I always say this, focus on yourself, focus on you. But the energy that's coming through from him to you is actually the Empress. Okay, so, and he's also, you know, the High Priestess is coming through. So it's interesting. That's not the only one. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so there is some very, very positive energy in regards to the two of you. What I'm getting here, though, is that especially with that High Priestess coming through, he doesn't know exactly what to do next, or his next move, or where he wants everything to go. He's still in this stage. Okay, so this is, you know, it is going to take some time. It is also talking about, we have that 2 of Swords or the 2 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Wands coming through. So like I said, balancing of energies is back and forth. Do I, don't I, do I, don't I, do I? I feel like he's still not quite in that place where he is recognizing his own worth. So he's taking a look at you and he's like, I don't know if she would even want somebody like me. Like, maybe this is like, I don't know if I'm good enough. I do feel that sense of like, he's recognizing the fact that he needs to offer more. Where he is right now is fine for his buddies, his friends, you know, things like that. But he's not in a place, and he's recognizing that as not quite being in that relationship mode, but only simply because he doesn't really have much to offer at this point. And also, I think that he's recognizing, whether this is on a subconscious or conscious level, that he's not quite in that place that would be like he's not mature enough yet. But the interesting energy, so because that's actually coming through with that Nine of Wands, so there does feel like some protective energy around him. Does he want to grow up? Does he want to move forward? He's making those decisions. He's making those choices. But the card that is coming through is the Lovers. Okay. And again, you know, we can be talking about decisions here, but I feel like he's going to follow his heart with this Lovers card. It's just going to take him a while. I do feel like he wants to move forward eventually. I do feel he wants that energy to come through. He recognizes the connection between you two. He recognizes even that connection on that soul level. So this is something that I do feel that he's going to be working about. As far as contact goes, I'm hearing like this could be Friday. I literally heard that in my head. Could be before Friday, but I hear Friday. Okay. So I hope that's helped. Yeah. Yeah, you've been picking up on that too. You're so welcome, sweetie. I hope it's helped, but I feel Friday. So like I said, it could be before that, could be, you know, around that time, but that's what's coming through at the moment. Okay. Who is next? I love you too, Brandon. It's always wonderful to see you. And Dionysus, Jessica. I love you guys. All right. Who's next? I'm just gonna scroll up a bit. Okay. Oh, thank you, Jenna. Yeah, Brandon's amazing. Hi, Christina. Oh, it's so good to see you. I didn't even see you down there. Hi. Thank you for coming on. All right. I'm just seeing who is coming through next here. I believe. Yes, Neelam, absolutely. Go ahead and post your question. I think it is Catherine. Is that correct? Yeah, Catherine. Catherine, what would you like to know, hun? I'm not sure if I saw your question here. Okay. I'll just wait for you to post, Catherine, if that's okay. Thank you, Brandon. No worries, Dionysus. Thank you so much. As always, it is such, it's amazing to have you on, and, you know, big hugs. Take care. And thank you so much. Thank you so much again. Catherine, what is it that you would like to know? Absolutely, Christina. Go ahead. You can put your question down too. Mwah. Bye, Dionysus. Thank you so much for everything. Yeah, absolutely, Christina. Just put your question in, or maybe just wait until I call you and then you can put your question in, because apparently I can't quite scroll back as much as I would like to do. I'm just seeing if I can one of the things too, I just wanted to let you guys know that I've been really trying to get the weekly readings out on time. Mondays are going to be earth signs, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. Tuesdays are water signs, so we're going to have our Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancers. Wednesdays are going to be air signs, so Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. And Thursdays are our fire signs, so Aries, Sagittarius, and Leos. This week, I actually came down with the flu. So Wednesday, I woke up and I was like, I don't know if this is happening or not. So I do apologize because I wasn't able to get the fire signs out and the air signs out, except for a day behind. So I truly apologize. Okay, thank you so much, Brandon. I truly appreciate it. I appreciate you doing this for me. Okay, so Catherine, a friend's grandson has tried to take his life. Yeah, he is going to be okay. I'm going to be honest with you, though, Catherine. I can only go with the energies that I pick up and that I feel. There could be another incident. Though what I'm getting, it could be another attempt. It might be. I do feel that he is, truly going through some depression here. I feel like your friend does need to get him the help that he needs. Now, I'm not a doctor. I can't diagnose things, but I feel that there's a little bit more than going on than depression. But again, I can't diagnose anyone. That would be really irresponsible of me, but it does feel depression, but I'm feeling something underneath, like under the surface. Like it feels, I don't know if he's been diagnosed with anything at this point, but I'm getting like there might be something under there as well. So that's something that they might want to take a look into, or something that, take a deeper look into as well. Ultimately, I feel that if he follows this path and he does get the help that he needs, he is going to be okay. But there is a lot of heavy energy on this boy's shoulders. Like it does. It feels very heavy. It feels like there's a lot of regrets or something, mistakes, guilt. So, it's that type of energy that seems to really sit with him. I'm not getting any like this is a necessary energy. No, I mean, nobody really needs to carry that, but you know what I'm saying? Like it just feels like this is more within the mind than it is on a physical level. And it is something that he should definitely take a look into. Okay. I feel like he's a very sensitive kid. The other thing too, is that, and yes, Tamara, absolutely you can, sure. The other thing I'm really getting from, because like you're saying, he's very sensitive. So this could be with emotions, but it also might be something, maybe this is teaching him like that bubble method or something like that. Because I do feel that he also absorbs a lot of energies from people around him. So they might not be energies that belong to him. Okay. But again, dealing with that depression, dealing with what is underneath, maybe possibly the surface of that, will truly help and make that difference. But ultimately, I feel that he is going to be fine. I think he's going to be okay. All right. I hope that helps, Catherine. I think just I feel like your friend, she wants him to open up and talk and stuff. But I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like, again, I'm just going to be really blunt. I feel like there's an element of her hearing what she wants to hear rather than actually listening. And that might be a problem. And this doesn't make her a bad person. It doesn't make her a bad mom. It's just that she wants to help with all of her heart, all of her soul. She wants to, make him into a better place. And she doesn't quite know how to do it. And it just feels like there's a bit of a block within that energy. Okay. So again, I hope that that's helped. And I do. I feel like he needs somebody to talk to for sure. All right. So who is next? Okay, yeah, Catherine. Okay, so I think you understand where I'm going with that. Like, you know, I'm not. I still think she's a great mom and all of that. It's just sometimes it's hard to hear as a parent, right? And that's where I feel that there's the that's where the issue might be problem coming from. Okay, Neelam. Okay. Hi, Neelam. How can I help you today? Just put your question down below so I can see it. And thank you so much, guys. So Neelam, if you're still here, oh, thank you, Catherine. Thanks so much. Okay, so Neelam, that can we narrow that down a little bit? Just because that might be a question that would be more, that could be really an extended question. It would be one that you know, it might be better like in a personal reading. It might be one that would be better, you know, even just, you know, with the weekly videos or something like that. So if we can just sort of, you know, just put that into a more compact type of thing. I am hearing though, something about with your guides. I hear something coming through. Keep going. I don't know exactly what that's talking about. I don't know if this is towards a career or towards the path is in front of you. You have to keep walking it. You have to keep going. Don't that's what I like, keep going is what I keep hearing. I hope I like, that's just one thing that's coming through. That's what I heard right away. I hope that that makes sense for you, but that was what I was hearing from your guides immediately. It's like I'm actually being shown like a path of some sort, like a path in the woods, or let's say a trail. It's like it's right in front of you. You have to keep going. You keep going, keep moving forward. So it feels like you might have already been shown some sense of a path, or maybe there's it does make sense. Okay. Yeah, because that's coming through really strongly right now. It's like I'm literally being shown like a little path or a walkway between two, you know, like between the trees. I don't know why they're showing me that. It might be just having to do with the path, maybe the forest, you know, path, trail, whatever. Maybe that has significance. But it's like it's almost like as though they're putting me into it's like I'm on the trail. That's what they're showing me, like me myself, but it's supposed to be you, and I'm just seeing this path ahead and to keep going. You have to keep going. And the path is a little bit, I'm hearing something about, because okay, so the image that I'm being shown, it's like straight, and then it winds a little, straight, winds a little bit. So I feel like there's times where you get frustrated with the path. It's almost like you're going, but then there might be kinks or turns. So do I stay on that path? Are you doing right? Yes, you are. Don't get frustrated though with the turns or the kinks in the road or the things that I'm also being shown that it's like that Two of Pentacles or Two of Wands energy, where you have two paths. And what I'm getting here is you already know the path, you know where you're going, you are doing right, but you doubt your inner guidance at times. Yeah. Listen to your inner core. Listen to your solar plexus. If you're, let's say, in a place I mean, I'm still being shown the path, so I'm going to relate it to like literally a path or a trail in the middle of the road, but you'll know how it relates to you in your actual life. So when you're getting to, let's say you're at that path and you don't know, do I go this way? Do I go this way? I'm getting blocked here. I'm getting blocked here. You know, maybe I'll go a little bit further. There's a block that's coming up. They are really telling you here to listen to your solar plexus. So this is around that stomach muscle. If you're feeling that tightness towards something, it's not the way to go. Okay. There's another path. There's another way. Take that other road. And you know, the one that feels like that loosening, or that where your stomach just, there's that difference between butterflies and that tightness, right? And we want to follow the ones that feel clear, or even, you know, the butterflies where they feel excited. That's what I keep getting. And they're actually showing me, so it's interesting because I almost feel like there's a, so let's say I'm walking through the woods and I have this path. And again, I'm not exactly sure how this is relating to, you know, what it is, but this is how they're demonstrating it to me. And you get to finally an end of the path, and what you're seeing is like those sawhorses that you'll see, like those yellow and like with the yellow and black stripes, and it'll be like finish line. Okay. So, or maybe finish line written on the ground, you know, with those black and yellow stripes. And that's what it's saying. But it's showing me the path isn't much longer. Like it may feel long. It may feel frustrating. There may be still, you know, some kinks in the road, but that finish line is almost there. It's almost like I literally can see it on the ground. Okay. So try to not be frustrated as you're moving forward. Has that helped at all, Neelam? Because that's exactly what I'm picking up. Okay. And like I said, you know, you can, absolutely, you know, message me. We can talk about a personal reading. You know, my readings get pretty in depth and stuff. So, you know, that might be a way to help. When you're feeling low, I mean, absolutely, you know, do some of the exercises that I talked about at the beginning of this, this video, because it really does talk about how to remove like some of the negative energies, how to take away from negative energies that might be, you know, trying to come closer to you. All right. And I hope that basically what your guides were coming through with, I hope that that truly helped for you. All right. So we're going to go to the next one, which is Jenna. Hey, Jenna. What would you like to know? Person, oh my God. Okay. Okay. So, you're so welcome, Neelam. I hope that that's helped for you. All right. Hi, Jenna. Okay. So one of the things that I just wanted to let you know, one of the things I never do is I never tell somebody if they're supposed to be with somebody in that extent, because it's always in the end, it's really always our choice. I hope that that makes sense. Like I, you know, do I feel the connection there? Yes. I feel an interconnection of some sort. Can I just ask how long you guys have known each other, Jenna? Like, is there, and when was the last time you guys spoke? Okay. All right. Okay. That's okay. There is, it's interesting because this doesn't make any sense to me. So I have to kind of work it out a little bit in my head, of what it is that I'm picking up. But it's like, I really want to focus in on the fact of Virgo and Libra. And I don't know why. But it feels like and when I'm looking at that, because I'm not really particularly an astrologer in any way, but it's interesting because it's almost, yeah, okay, our birthdays are 6 days apart. What I kept getting was it's like a twine going around the two of you. Like, it's almost like this bond, this closeness. I kept feeling like it was like I'd see Virgo, Libra, Libra, Virgo, back and forth, Libra, Virgo, back, like that's how I'm seeing it in my mind. I do feel that there is, somebody's really stubborn here, is what I'm getting, within their personality. This could be you, it could be them. It actually also could be a, oh, okay. Yeah. It's interesting because, that Emperor card is really coming through, but I felt like stubborn, like somebody is stubborn. I feel like, okay, so it's like, I'm just listening to all the messages that are coming through because they're all kind of, just flooding at the moment. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. The message that I'm getting, there is lessons, but between you and him. Okay. But I'm not going to focus on those for some reason. It doesn't feel like the lessons, because we all learn lessons from people, but I'm not getting that your reason for being with him is specifically just to learn a lesson, or for you to teach a lesson, or, vice versa in any way. It's really interesting. Like, I'm actually getting here between the two of you, there is I'm being shown like that heart chakra energy. I feel that being opened up. I almost feel as though lessons will be a part of it. And one of those might be teaching him not to be so damn stubborn. But I feel you can be stubborn as well, especially when you have your sights set on something, or when you feel that that you're right. Or when you feel like you're in that place where I'm not giving in. Okay. So yeah. Yeah, we taught each other to be better. That's why it's like, that's why I'm not really focusing in on the lessons. I don't know how to explain that, but it doesn't feel like the lessons of this. It's, there are some people that come together, or some people that are supposed to be, or trying to come together, and that it's going to be, deeper lessons, through the life path. Here's what I'm getting for you guys. So he is coming back around. We've got that wheel coming through. Definitely. I am hearing, though, when he comes back around, when you guys are supposed to, you need to accept. This is going to be important. When he comes back around, because he will, there has to be a letting go of your resistance and your acceptance. Okay. I know you're kind of like, what do you mean? Because the first thing there's a temptation within you that you might be like wanting him to apologize, or maybe making him work for it in some way. That's okay. I mean, it's not saying, let somebody treat you like junk and then not have them apologize. But you have to be a little bit not as harsh, I think, as possibly, or where because I'm picking up on energy. It's almost like I'm picking up on the energy, like you want more, you want something different, and you want to sort of push back at him. You're kind of pushing at it in a way, or you might push at it when He might be actually trying, but you're not giving a little bit of leeway. I hope that that makes sense. I'm ignoring him because it's okay. Okay. Yeah, he's coming back. He's coming back, and that's why no, don't worry about it. I don't know if you're talking about the text messages or about he hasn't tried really coming back. That's turning around. I know it's, sometimes we get into that place. It's like, we can't believe that. Oh, is this really going to happen? He's kind of being a jerk at this point, but it truly is. So the other thing that is showing here is, again, that stubbornness, that, that emperor. I do feel there's an element of him that wants to be like the leader in something, but there's that element of laziness too. So it's almost like it's got to be my way, but I'm too lazy to actually put the effort in. This isn't a laziness towards you. This is like like Libra type of energy. It's like they can't make a decision sometimes, or, whatever it is. It's not calling them lazy and indecisive, but they can be. Like, they have those qualities. Those can be very, very much Libra type of energies, right? So, they've also got, very positive qualities, but you get where I'm going from. And so it's almost like he wants that work to happen. He wants things to come together, all of this stuff. But, yeah, that's exactly it. So he is going to figure this out. What I'm also getting here is we have that sun coming through. So this, I feel like this is just a temporary issue. We also have that 9 of Cups coming through. So I really feel it's time for you to put that energy towards what it is that you're really wanting from him, where it is that you could see this going. I'm not getting from him that he wants this to end, even if he, ended it. Again, it just feels kind of like that lazy bit of energy, like he doesn't know where to focus. This is almost too much work. This might be too hard. Where do I, all of those energies within him is what I'm getting. And you're going to see that coming through again. I'm actually hearing the number 6. I don't know if this is going to be like 6 days, 6 weeks. I don't feel 6 months. I don't feel it's going to be that long. It's going to be much sooner. I'm actually hearing about like November. So this could be mid-November, somewhere in there, where things are going to start coming through. I'm actually getting, you are going to have a sense of an apology of some sort. It may not be the apology that you're hoping for. It may not be, as open or whatever, but I feel like he's there will be that sense of trying behind it, like saying something that is to the best of his ability at that point to be able to say. Okay. So oh yeah, Sagittarius season. Yeah, I do. I feel like about, mid-November, around there is when I feel him coming back through. No, he's not going to move on to some other girl. No. Yeah, here's the thing. Let that energy go. Don't focus on that. That's why I kept hearing it's time for you to focus in on what it is that you truly want, and what it is that, you're truly desiring, what it is that you truly want within, where you want this relationship to go. So focus in on that. His words right now are sort of fluff, whether they're good or bad. He's in that energy, just kind of tossing out junk. That's the best way to explain it. It's almost like, this sounds good, I'm going to throw that out. This is how I feel at this moment, I'm going to throw that out. But there's not a direct energy or a grounded energy with that. So just sort of, let it be. And like you said, focus on your friends, your family, do you for a while, and you'll see around, again, around mid-November. Could be around the 20th of November, because I'm hearing that. All right. So that's when you'll start to really see things. Yeah. Use the stubborn energy to your benefit. All right, Christina, what I hope that that's helped, Jenna. I truly do. I hope that that's helped. Christina, how can I help you? Oh yeah, he does miss you. It's not even about missing. It's just that his energy is just all over the place. It's there's no, I don't know how to describe it. It's like it's not a grounded energy at this point, which is interesting because it's like you have the grounded energy, he's up here, you're here. All right? But I feel that energy, like I said, switching, coming closer, being more grounded. I hope that helps. Thanks, Christina. Oh, that's nice. So sweet. Thank you. Oh, yeah. I yeah, it is all of that right now, right? But it's coming back. Like, he'll be back with you is what I mean. His energy will be coming back. He just needs some distance for whatever reason at this point. You're so welcome. I hope it's helped. And Christina, how can I help you today? What are we looking into? Good for you. Oh, good. How are things going in Lebanon? That's awesome. Are they going good with that guy, or what would you like to know? I'm so glad it's helped, Jenna. That's good to know. Okay. Yeah, I remember him. So it's already go ahead. He wants to get married, or he went to get married? He wants to get married? Yeah. It's funny? I just literally pulled this card up, like the Knight of Cups. Oh. Okay. All right. So how do you mean by that? Like, is this something escaping responsibility? Are you running away from the role? Okay, what I'm getting for you, Christina, what do you I'm getting here that it is showing. Okay, so it is really showing here that, oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna let you make your decision, but I'm gonna show you the cards that literally freaking popped up. All right. So we have this Page of Swords. So it does talk about logical perspective, insightful, blunt, and exciting intellectual challenge, brilliant insights, information that you need, but might be challenging to receive. Review all documents very carefully. So as you're moving forward, I do feel like to watch, I don't feel anything negative coming up through that. I feel, Christina, you know what? From what I know of you, this is real Christina, honey. Okay, I feel like you've been waiting for this for a while. But here's what I'm getting is just make sure that everything for you, like you're satisfied within yourself. You take a look at things on a legal matter, on that sort of measure, however that's going to make you feel comfortable. But here's the interesting thing that's coming through. You're going to love this. We have the sun. So first of all, it is talking about, going from where you were within your energy, going into this sun. This actually literally could be talking about, the sun of Lebanon. Like you're in this place that's being hot. There's like that vacation type of era. But what I'm getting here is I do feel that you have very strong feelings towards this person. This Two of Cups is coming through. It's coming through very, very clearly. We have that Knight of Cups, or that Nine of Cups that's coming through. That's like the wish card. I'm getting with this energy, the only doubts within this relationship are with you. Like but there's that, it's not doubting him. It's not doubting yourself. You're just kind of like, is this real? Like, can this really happen? Can I really be this happy? Is this going to work? So basically what you're doing, Christina, is you're overthinking everything at this point in time. And I feel like you need to stop that. All right. Like it's not that it's not good to really think this decision through, or really to think about, your next move. But I really feel like it's almost as though what's that Michael Bublé, I can't pronounce his name. I talk myself in, I talk myself out, I talk myself in, I talk myself out. Like that's what you're doing. It's like 1 minute you're here, 1 minute here. Yeah, I can do this. No, I can't. Then you find other excuses, and then you find reasons to stay. So it's like round and round and round and round. And it's not within him. Oh, does it kind of look like him? Yes, this is real. Like that's exactly what I feel. I feel you just have to allow yourself to go with that flow. Go with it. Trust your own instinct. Okay. But here's the thing. I'm really, truly feeling this energy between the two of you. And I felt that actually, what was it, like a month or so ago, when we first talked. Yes. So, overthinking. So it feels like this is the time to go with your heart. Okay. Do what you need to do that is going to make your head, your brain, your mind go into a place of security. Okay. Because that Page of Swords was coming through in order to move forward. But what I'm getting here is this is now the time to follow your heart and go with it. Go with where it is that your heart is leading you to go. Like my head could hurt because of that. Like if I was getting into that energy, it'd be like, oh my God. Okay. Is it still buffering, or is it working now? If you can just confirm in the chat, just so I know that everything is coming. Can you guys see it now? Is it still buffering? All right, hang on a second. Dre, can you put yours on data, please? What? Put your phone on data, or your thing really quick. Okay. Hi guys. Okay. I got I think because there was too many things going through. Can you guys see me okay now? You're so welcome, Christina, sweetie. Keep in touch. Let me know how everything goes. Okay. I'm really excited for you. I think it's going to be good. So we'll just do with, I'm just going to finish up with Tamara and lost connection for you here. Okay, Tamara, let me take a look for you. All right. If I can just get, can I just get both of your birth dates? I don't need a year. I just need the dates. And I hope it's helped, Christina. Please, please, please follow your heart. That's where you're going to do the best. Okay, thank you. Yeah, for sure, definitely. I'll talk to you then. Mwah. Okay, can you see me? Can everybody see me? Or am I still here? Is it working at all? Okay. All right, Tamara, I need to ask you a question first of all. I keep hearing something about a cruise. I don't know what this has to do with. Were you guys ever on a cruise? Is he on a cruise? Has this ever come up with anything? It's a really weird word to hear, so I don't know where that's relating for the two of you, but that's what I'm hearing. Okay. We'll just try to do, I guess, what we can here for right now, because I don't know if it's going to stop or not. Cruise, like a boat, like if you were on a cruise ship. I keep hearing the word cruise, and I don't know why that relates or why that's coming through. Is that familiar to you at all? Okay, so that makes sense to you? Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know about. Okay, that's really interesting. So if that's already kind of been confirmed, you know what I mean? If I'm not the first one to pick up on something like that, because literally that was the first word I heard when I was reading what you had just written. It was like a cruise, something about a cruise for the two of you, or something about a cruise, but the proposal I was told will happen next year. Yeah, that could definitely, I mean, timelines can always change. Okay. As we know, like we can never be 100% specific about timelines, but, usually my timelines are pretty dead on. They're pretty close. So, what I'm getting here, I'm getting that he's in a place of balance right now. He is trying to balance his own energies. He's trying to make choices. It's almost as though he's trying to, the energy I feel is something to do with the chest. It feels like a heartache. Like I do feel that he is missing you. I do feel that he is going to make those steps forward. I do feel that I don't know if he's going to propose immediately after you guys get back together, because what I'm actually feeling is like he's going through a place right now where he's letting go of a lot of, like, we have this 10 of Wands energy that's coming up, and it really does talk about like burdens, heaviness, and that's kind of what I was feeling. It was like I was feeling, this upper half was feeling very weighted down, like I have the world on my shoulders, or I got so much to think about, or I got so much to figure out. And it feels very, very heavy at this moment. What I'm getting here is that he's going through this place of balance. He's trying to make that choice, trying to come to a decision of some sort. But what I'm actually, and which eventually he will be able to move past whatever energy he's hanging on to at that moment. What I'm actually getting here is I feel as though things are going to start taking that turn, that change. Like, I feel like you guys are going to be dating for a while first. When is he coming up back? I feel 3. Okay. I feel 3. This could be 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. But he's going to be in that place that is going to be stable. It's going to be grounded. He's going to be balanced. He's going to be ready to move forward. I feel like you guys might even possibly date for about, because I'm hearing about 10, 10 months. This could be, I don't know if that would be the engagement, if that would be a wedding. I'm just hearing the number 10. So from now, 10 months. So we're looking at October. That doesn't mean until you hear from him. I'm talking about when he might possibly engage, ask for an engagement, a proposal, that like bring that energy together. He definitely could, because like I said, I hear 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. It could land, that what I'm feeling is it's going to land within there. So just, I feel like the more positive the energy that you're throwing out, obviously it's going to be back. I don't look into pregnancy or health at all. I'm sorry, Tamara. It's just something about, I just don't look into health and stuff. It's just not, for me, it's just nothing that I go near. But I hope that that's helped, Tamara. Jade, yeah, I can, or Jada, I can take one more, but then we're going to be closing it down after that. And just ask a specific question. What's wrong with him? What do you mean? Like in regards to your energy? Oh, like I said, I just felt like he needed just some time away. I can't get, especially because we're like this, public and stuff like that. I'm honestly just getting that there was a lot of choices he had to make. I really feel, what I really kind of get here is that there was this closeness that you guys had, this energy that you guys had. He saw it moving forward, and I do feel there was a fear behind there. Like I said, it's like he had to make some choices. He had to make some decisions. It almost feels like he closed himself to some degree simply so that he could really go with inside of himself. One of the cards I actually pulled up was that 4 of Pentacles. So it's like going inside of yourself, really thinking, maybe going to meditation, letting go of things, looking at the things that you're hanging on to in order to move forward. So I do feel this is a very temporary energy of this separation. I hope that that's helped, Tamara. I truly do. And I feel, like I said, I keep hearing 3. So 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. Just, let that energy, I would say, just continue doing what is the best for you at this time and allow that energy to just flow. Okay. Don't hang on to, is he coming back next week or tomorrow or in an hour or 3 days, because that really can change the energy because we're so focused on it. And basically what happens is our brain really starts, twisting around stuff like that as well. Have a great night, Christina. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you came in. It was good to hear from you. You're so welcome, Tamara. I hope that's helped. Love you too, Christina. It was good to talk to you. Thank you so much. Okay, Jada, any message for me about what's coming next? And this is in regards to career. I can't be specific on careers, just so you know. I could, if you can narrow that down a little bit, but I'm not, I can't tell anybody what career that they're going to do. We can look into the energy of possibly when something is coming through again, or between 2 paths, that sort of thing. But I can't say to somebody, oh, this is when you need, this is what you're going to do. Oh, okay. So Jada, I'm basically really just, I can pull a couple cards, but remember that this is just like really quick mini readings. We're not going into anything, too extreme at this point. Okay. I am getting here that there is something. Have you already put in resumes and stuff like that? Because it feels as though you've already started a process towards something. It feels like, there might be contacts out there, or you've put in resumes, or you've done some sort of applying in some way. If you haven't done that, it is showing here. Yes. Okay. Because it is showing that one of those contacts are going to come through. Okay. You've already planted the seeds. You've already done the work that it is that you need to do. It's showing here that that's already in. It is saying here, don't spend too much time focusing in on those though. Okay. Basically what that's saying is don't take one particular job or one particular aspect and let it weigh you down, because that can change some sort of energy within that. I feel what you need to do is just keep, putting them out, putting the resumes out, for focusing on you, focusing on, your own next steps in some way, maybe just take some time to yourself as well. Because it's saying to remove the heaviness of the energy. Don't let where you are right now, like being unemployed or anything like that, don't let that weigh you down, because one of these opportunities is showing that it is going to come through in a positive way. So I do feel that happening. And I don't feel that there's going to, okay, good. Because I don't feel that there's going to be a long wait. Okay. I mean, it might take a little bit of time. It might not be tomorrow or, whatever. But I do feel that energy coming through. I do feel it fairly soon. Okay. So I truly hope that's helped everybody. And I just want to say thank you all for watching. I'm going to be putting, new videos out next week. Of course, we're going to be doing the weekly readings, Mondays, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays. Again, Mondays is going to be earth signs. Tuesdays is water. Wednesdays is going to be air. And Thursdays is going to be fire signs. And I'm going to be trying to put out more videos. I'd really like to look into the energies of the masculine and the feminine. And just really focusing in on messages for the feminine or for the masculine, because I know that, the masculines get left out, guys. Like, it's not fair, right? These are going to be pick a card readings. I'm going to be going into, more energies of like basically soulmates, relationships, but I'd also really like to really look into messages that are more specific for each person, you know, through the pick a card reading. I am still working on a reading that is what is it? It's going to be like where you pick your own, the whole the whole reading is going to be pick your own card, and it's going to go quite in depth, and it's going to be basically intuitively led by yourself with me guiding through that. So I'm still working on that. I want the questions to be very specific. I want them to be very clear, and I want to be able to focus this, that is going to be that type of reading where you're always going to be able to come back to it no matter what your situation, and it, you know, whether it's next week or the next day, next year, whatever, it's going to be one of those type of readings. So thank you so much, guys. I truly appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate you watching. Big hugs to all of you, and I will see you next Saturday.